Hi, welcome to Mother Hope Life. I will be doing a reading today, a general reading. Trying to pick up on the energy. Oh, already very strong. Either home changes, location changes, maybe traveling abruptly, or maybe you're working on this, something you've been working on it, but it would be to pick up on the Lunar New Year energy. Here we go again. Yes, and it's the year of the wood snake, or in snake in general. It's very tied into transformation, shedding old skin, really starting. It's almost starting a new chapter, but you know, changing your new skin that leaves you vulnerable for a while. That leaves you almost in a hermit energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the hermit come out during this time. But just on that energy, I will be starting with a full card spread, and then I'll pull more cards as needed. Okay. Excuse me. So this would be a general reading for the collective for the new lunar year. Blessings to all of you. Let's see what we get. Oh, sideways. 9 of Cups. And I'm thinking I'm going to do the 4 and then I'll clarify. Oh, and I think I saw one over, maybe? No? Okay. I saw almost like a full yellow card flipped over. So yellow, orange. It's actually what I've been working on right now. If you can see, I'm working on a sacral chakra. So we'll see if that kind of resonates or comes back. Any other collective energy? Strength. Sideways also. And there's that color again. Any other energy for the collective, for the current energy, for the Lunar New Year? Any other? And tying back to that hermit energy, it's almost like suspended. That's why these cards keep up coming sideways. Tower. And I know you saw that one kept trying to show as I was shuffling. And it actually, I almost knocked over my crystal orb. So let's see what else we can get. Any other energy for the collective, for the present energy? Hierophant. Okay, so let's go with it. Let me make sure this is all showy. And it's been a while since my last reading, but I didn't see this energy coming out. Not in the slightest. So let's clarify. So for the Knight of Cups, it's usually wish fulfillment, all your cups being met, all your cups being full, all your wishes, your plans, your ambitions, just, you know, being fruitful, coming to life. So in this suspended energy, it might be, I'm also tied to look at their hat here. You might be wearing a lot of hats. And that actually spreads you thin. That spreads you thin in, maybe you need to focus on one task, on one goal, instead of having all these goals in the background, and kind of in this situation of like, when is this going to be fruitful? When is this going to be successful? And if you keep pouring a little bit into each, you know, that's going to take longer. Maybe just tackle one, the one that you're most passionate about. Or maybe you could be dealing with things kind of in the background that you don't see. Are you happy with all your relationships are at? You know, family, friendship. Do you need to maybe pour into somebody else right now? Because you absolutely deserve to have all these filled out. But in the 9 is also, you know, towards completion. You definitely have to focus on completing at least one thing. So that could be almost like, I don't want to say another task, but it can be kind of your light, your guiding light into what one goal or one task or one thing I'm going to focus on and get that done, get that taken care of. Because once you meet that, you're able to focus and pour more into others. And if you're in this undecided state, I guess I'll pull more, but if you're in this undecided state of, oh, I could do all this, or I can have all these options, really sit down, uh, sit down and think those through. See if that aligns with everything that you want in your life. So let me clarify this Nine of Cups energy. Yeah, your investments, not seeing your investments coming in. And it could also be just the holdback in money, coming in, your abundance. It's almost like, again, here we have 7. So, I mean, if you started with 9, maybe you can clear off 2 right away. Now you're dealing with 7, or 7 tasks, 7 goals. Your money's tied up in, could be debts. Maybe you have 7 debts. And I'm also getting job opportunities. So you could be looking for maybe a different job, different career. But again, it has to be, you're kind of in this undecided state of, what do I focus on? What do I need to do? What's going to bring in these pentacles? So let's clarify one more for this 9 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Two sideways. Magician and King of Pentacles. So this is something that's coming to you. You could have definitely been manifesting, and it could actually be someone or something bringing excuse me, my throat. I almost couldn't get that out. Someone, well, I think I coughed when I said something, so this is definitely someone, and it doesn't necessarily have to be tied to a romantic situation, but it could be someone that's been thinking about you, somebody that can recommend you for something, somebody that sees you perfect for a job, somebody that has you on their mind, and they're coming with this offer. And it could just be also financial assistance. It could be if you're waiting on to hear back from a promotion, or from outstanding money, legal situation. I get that with the sense what they're holding here in their hand. It's almost like it's decided that that case will be closed and your money will be released. And again, with the Magician, that pentacle right there on that table, the cups from the 9 of Cups. And again, I did mention all the color here with the yellow, orange, almost like a bright gold. This is a lot of, tied to a lot of money, a lot of abundance, and also happiness. It's just such a happy color. And I'm also drawn to the roses. Excuse me, the red roses here. So yeah, it's almost like, what do you wish for? But I mean, you have all your wishes here. And I believe, especially with this infinity, yes, it is like a continuation, but it's also, it's a balanced flow. So what is balanced and aligned with you, it's what will be coming in. And that's not something that I can, I guess, clarify on. It's, you would know that for your specific situation. It's your wishes, your manifestations, your dreams. And that's just a beautiful start for this new year. It's going to be a very prosperous new year. So let's clarify this strength. Well, right away I pick up on in the sideways, and it's actually counter across this other card. It's almost like they're facing each other. You really have to be holding down your fort right now. Taking care of almost everything. Having that balance of, I know I've sent this in my previous readings, but to actually, put this line, as this image indicates, like you have to be very tempered, very careful. And I'm also getting, I don't want to say I always post these two, but I'm always get the same energy. So that's just beautiful aligned energy. And it confirms for me that, we do have a message here for everyone that's watching. So yeah, you have to be aligned, come calm. And I keep getting like this, not flashback, but it's almost like if you're worried and you're stressed about, this pentacles, your investments, that's almost scaring away your abundance. You really have to, especially when you manifest, you have to manifest as it's already yours. You already have it in front of you. You're already working that job you love. You're already helping those people you want to help. You're already living the life you want to live. And it could be definitely tied into the Tower. It could be everything falling apart around you, but you have to maintain that positivity, that this light in your spirit. You have to maintain this light, because what you put out is what you attract. So if you're putting out fear, scarcity, lack mentality, that's what you will attract. You won't be aligned to receiving all these pentacles if you're in the situation of you're actually worried, almost like a worried lion, or a scared lion. I'm getting a lot of Wizard of Oz. And I always, random thought, but I always thought, especially with the Wizard of Oz, yes, we do have 4 characters: the Cowardly Lion, Tin Man, a Scarecrow, and of course Dorothy. But I always felt like, yes, they're portrayed as 4 or different individuals, but I think that all ties to one person. It's kind of all these aspects of ourselves that we have to be balanced and in alignment with. We do have to, at point, be led with our heart. We do have to be brave. We do have to, kind of soften up. We have to take all this, and it goes back to the hats. We all have to wear all these hats at some point. It's just part of survival or necessities, depending on the situation where you're in. You just have to wear many hats. Yeah, maybe you don't want to wear all these hats, so that could be you working on this to not wear so many hats. So let's clarify this Strength card energy for the collective. What do we need for the Strength? Oh, we have Fortune. Interesting. Yeah, it's not spinning yet, and this again ties back to the. It's tying back to the, Hermit energy. If you're shedding skin, if you're letting go of all these, cups that don't serve you, of these ideas, people, places that no longer align with the life you want to live, or this new start in your life, that's before this wheel turns. And I actually do have a snake right here, so confirmation. And now that's before this wheel turns, and I think that's part of the reason why it's not turning. It's not that it's not aligned, but take this time to just really, focus and manifest what you truly, truly want. Maybe, your manifestations are tied into, kind of what everybody else is manifesting, a family, successful career, travel. You just kind of, not that they're not important, but it's like, yeah, everybody kind of wants that. Everybody wants to, have a nice vacation, take time off, have a bunch, not have to check your bank account every time, have, the means and the money to just live a good life. Kind of everybody's, or most of us, kind of can identify with that. But what is specific to you? What is this wheel look like for you? And I'm getting like almost like those spinning wheels, like when you spin and you kind of get either amounts, a bonus, jackpot, stuff like that. What is on your wheel? Because if it spins and you get one of these, like, yeah, although they might be great, but are they amazing? Are they what you truly, truly, like, are they a miracle for you? Because you can put all miracles on here, have, success, abundance, making money in your sleep, not just a successful career, but, why aren't you putting business owner if that's what you align with? Why are you not putting, helping others, creating systems that help others to give back? It just will depend on you and what you're aligning with, but you could fill your wheel with all these cups, Oh, and I have a siren right there, so that's confirmation. You could have your wheel filled just, kind of almost like the basic necessities, but what are truly your dreams? So that's something you can, I guess, work on and narrow down back to the Nine of Cups. What do you truly, truly want? And let's clarify one more, because these are also 2 very powerful cards. And we have 8 and 10. 10 is completion. So once you narrow that down or make that decision, I feel that that's when this wheel will start turning. And again, It's almost like it can turn and land on one and then deal with that one. So if you, let's say you start with career, you say you start with a romantic relationship, so we start with friendships. As that's turning, you know, focus on that. Be in the present with that. Don't, I'm getting almost like rushing it. Of course you have to be patient, especially with the strength. You kind of have to sit in the uncomfortable. You have to sit in the chaos before the good comes in. And it's almost like a test, see how you respond to this chaos. Because in a sense you could get all in your wheel, but if you're not tempered, if you're not aligned, this kind of chaos, I hate to say it, but it kind of never stops you. You never know what life's gonna bring in, throw at you, what it needs to maybe close out. Maybe you want to align with one of these cups and that's not what's meant for you, what's aligning with you. So you might kind of get a bit of success, but then that could just be stopped. It could, you know, go away, and then you have to be able to process that and then move on to your other cups. But if after one of these tower moments you completely collapse it, give up, you know, it's kind of like you still have all this to do. You still have all these other items and options and goals and dreams and tasks on your wheel. You can't just give up after one thing doesn't work out. So let's see if we can get any of the energy for the strength in the wheel of fortune. And yes, that's, again, beautiful color coming in with the gold, yellow gold. Empress, yep. This is your energy. This is really loving the stars at her crown. And then sitting down, that's also coming up with the, again, I'm getting like almost the hermit energy. And I also feel like you kind of already done most of the work. You've done, and not necessarily work, but you've done as much on your part as you can do. So, especially with the Empress, those that are around you are not just going to be anybody. Where you invest your time is not just going to be with anything. Where you invest your money is not just going to be with anything. So you're already in this Empress energy. You're already going to be an individual person that, especially with all these pomegranates on her dress, you are, you know, completely aligned. You have a sense of discernment and decision making and kind of drive that, you know, when to sit down, you know when to get up, you know when to kind of prepare this harvest, you know when to let the water in. That's also, you know, tempering with your emotions. And then the green right here, I get a lot of the earthy energy, like you're stable. You're stable in this energy. Your manifestations are out there. It's almost just like you're waiting for them to be filled. And tying back to this energy of it coming in, it's almost in, if it's not a romantic situation, because it's someone, it could be a masculine with, you know, deep pockets. It's somebody with a lot of abundance that may want to invest in you. But I'm also getting this is the universe. This is your manifestations. This is almost like they're kind of all pointing to the sky. Oh, this one's looking down, but it's almost like it's coming from above. This is divine timing, divine intervention, divine assistance. This is coming in for you. So that's very beautiful energy. Let's clarify this Tower, the Collector, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is a lot of abundance. So again, with the bright. So that's very almost sunny, bright energy coming in for, especially for this new lunar year. So yay to all those watching. Yeah, this is focusing on your pentacles, focusing on yourself. And the sun reverse is still, you know, as happy as you can get. Even if you get this card in the reverse, it's still the sun. It's still gonna light up, you know, your day. It's gonna bring the day in. It's gonna start your morning. It's gonna, you know, it's a new start. It's a daybreak. Time tying to a Tower card, it's a daybreak. So it's almost tying back to that energy. It's whatever happened either the day before, weeks ago, months ago, years ago. How did you handle that? How did you show your tempered energy? How did you show, did you acknowledge that, yeah, that was supposed to end? Because you get a new day. You get a new day with the sun. You know, the daybreak comes and that's a new day. So that's just, and then Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody that's stable, that's secure, grounded, but I'm not getting a sense if that's you or if that's something that's coming in. So let me clarify Queen of Pentacles for the collective. Can you can you please clarify this energy for this Queen of Pentacles? Oh, this one wanted to show. Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is, I'm getting family situation. So this could be someone around you, family, or someone that you know. And okay, I guess I didn't put these as, these are counterparts. So this could be a love connection also. And these two are, you know, divine counterparts. Kind of, they have the both of their goals and aspirations are aligned. And it looks like they're both focused on this, on the abundance, money. But yeah, this is the Six of Cups. Could also be a soulmate connection, you know, high level soulmate connection. And it could also be just the family connection. Could be somebody knows, somebody that has known you since you were little, somebody that knows kind of your struggle, that knows what you've been through. Because, you know, you have, all these cups are filled. You know, filled and they have flowers. So it's somebody that's also given to you in the past. So this could be someone acknowledging what you're going through, and then they might be coming in with these pentacles to help with these manifestations. And then the Three of Cups in reverse. It is celebration, but it's almost like not yet. Like, yeah, you're gonna be celebrating, just not yet. So yeah, let's see now for the Hierophant. What is the energy for the collective? Can you please clarify the Hierophant? Sideways. Knight of Swords is something not coming in. Something either stalled. You know, the Hierophant is, we see two individuals here. You know, it's almost like it can be a marriage card. You know, somebody officiating. Could also be a partnership, not necessarily marriage. Keep getting by the book. It's almost like this is what it's supposed to be. Or if it's by the book, it's almost like going back to these two counterparts. It's almost like this is what makes sense. And that could be what has you in this sideways energy, or the suspended energy. I'm getting like, it's so obvious that that's what you're supposed to be doing, but maybe you don't see it. And that's why this is stalled. Knight of Swords upright, you know, it's coming in fast. It's, you know, kind of getting the gears going, getting the wheels spinning. It's movement. So this is what's stalling this. So definitely back to this Nine of Cups energy. Definitely not go back and think of everything, but definitely align with what it is that you truly, truly want. Because it may be something that you already know how to do. It could be something that you actually don't need to invest that much in. It's something you already have kind of filled up. It's something you already know you're good at. And maybe you're not seeing that. You're not seeing how that's your opportunity to bring all these pentacles in, to have these investments pay out, to have this manifestation, you know, come in. So let's clarify one more for this energy. Please clarify the Hierophant and Knight of Swords. So yeah, Ace of Pentacles. That's what's coming in. And confirmation on that. So you already know exactly what you need to do. You already have all the tools. You already have, it's something that's in you. So if that helps, is something that's you. It's something that's uniquely you. That's what's your abundance. So that's incredibly beautiful there. So yeah, and again, tying back to that's, it's coming in, and again back to the divine. I got divine order, but it's almost like divine assistance coming in. And now let me get a final message for the collective. Any final messages for the collective that they need to know for the current new lunar year? Any final messages? Ooh, Devil in reverse. And Six of Swords. Oh, okay, no, I thought that was another card. Yes, the Empress. So this will resonate, or it has to be for somebody specifically here. Release any old attachment, especially with this new lunar year, the snake. Release that old skin. It's almost, and I got very vividly, it's almost like when you have connections to people, places, things, those kind of attach to you. They attach to your energy, to your spirit, to your soul contracts. And I got the visual that if that's tied to you, to your skin, just visually imagine shedding all that skin, all those ties, stay with that old skin. You don't want to bring that into where you're going. You don't want to bring that in where you have all this abundance. Because that's almost, I feel like that's what's holding you back. That's what's keeping, it's almost like that's what's keeping you heavy. You have to be light, you have to be, I'm going to use these swords to cut that off. So you might be beneficial to do a cord cutting ceremony. For that, I would just tell you to intuitively be guided to find one online, one that you like. Could be a video on here. Just look through a couple and see the one that kind of resonates with you and do that one. But yeah, definitely from the cord cutting, you want to get rid of these obsessions. These are for holding you back. These karmic ties. And I'm getting the sense that it could be something you don't think is like a big deal, or it doesn't have that much control over you, but it's showing up. It's showing up, and it's showing up strong in the sense that if you just release that, and it also, I get the sense of releasing control, because it's almost like you're so focused to getting all these things done, all these things accomplished. Like you can't control that, because these tower moments can come in at any time. You can't control what's going to happen as much as you can. You can prepare for them to your best of your ability, but you cannot control what's going to happen outside of what's in your control. And back to this Empress energy, you decide who has access to you. So especially with this new energy of shedding that old skin, you truly think and manifest and have that visual, have that cord cutting ceremony of what do you not want attached to you. Could be old people, places, things, ideas, just anything that doesn't serve your highest and most vibrational, alignment. What you want for your timeline, what you want for your life, what you want your life to look like. So I hope you did enjoy this reading. A very, very strong and right on point energy. As I always, not as always like it, but as it comes, I feel a strong connection to this reading. Especially with the Eight of Wands for the underlying message. And the High Priestess, yeah. It sounds like you know what to do. And it's coming in. Release the old ties, get this wheel turning. It's almost like you're tethered to the ground, and you wanna lighten your load and lighten your energy. So thank you so much. I hope you did enjoy this reading. I will be back soon as I'm guided. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.